Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Claudia Jordan, here. Now, if you just joined us, we were talking about somebody who called during Get It Off Your Chest. She was saying she was in a sexless marriage, that her husband just really couldn't get it up. She said everything was great, but she just couldn't get it up and she couldn't deal with it anymore. So we were asking, if you were in that situation, you're dating somebody, everything is great, everything is fine, he's a great guy, he treats you well, good job, benefits, and he just can't get it up. Would you stay? What would be your situation? Claudia.
Yeah, how do you work through that, Claudia? Or can you?
I've been in that situation before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think if women are being honest, a lot of us have been through that situation. And a lot of times we are catering to your ego and we don't say anything and we just fake it. But how long can you do it? And the funny thing about my relationship, I didn't break up with him because that it was other stuff. He had the audacity with his soft peen to actually cheat. And then it's like, imagine you rock with someone through all the issues that they have and you're like, I'm trying to be supportive, and then they still do you dirty. So I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer that you leave him alone.
Well, listen. How do you? Well, two questions. How do you fake it with a Roman noodle, and how does he cheat with a Roman noodle?
Well, I would see him on top of me, and I knew we were having sex because he was sweating and grunting, but I didn't feel anything.
Damn it, man.
And it started to make me
Claudia,
question my anatomy. Like I'm like, am I huge? Is something wrong with me? But no, it just.
Oh, you thought you had the big lake.
Yeah, but then I was like,
okay.
It was early on, and I was younger. Numbers was mad low. It was not possible. It was not me. He had an issue, but he refused to seek help for it. So it was bad. It's like, listen, you're gonna have to be honest about yourself.
I wonder when women decide to leave though, because I would think to myself like, okay, let's go down to the doctor. Let's try some medications.
But you know the problem is, and me and my wife, we do the podcast where people will call, and that was probably one of the biggest things where people always email and have a problem. But the hardest part for men who would always email us,
there's no hard part for men with
shut up, man, shut up. They would never say their name, but they say it's the most. It feels like it's demasculating. It feels like they're not a man because. For them, they feel like it's not my problem. I'm doing everything right, but my peen just won't get hard. So they was like, and it's hard to go to a doctor to be like, hey, doc, this is my situation. They always feel away. And for most women, they feel like it's hard to have that conversation with their man.
I don't like how much you using hard in a conversation like this.
Shut up, man.
It is standing out. It is hard to have a conversation with your man because most women, if we rocking with you, we rocking with you. But don't have the audacity to mistreat this woman. If she's dealing with this, she's a saint or she really loves you. And a lot of us will love you through that, but don't on top of that be arrogant. You can't be impotent and arrogant like I said.
Do you think that it's a lot of projection in a situation like that, Claudia? Because, if men's egos in a lot of ways are attached to their penis, right? So if I know that my penis can't perform properly, I might just project the pain and hurt I feel from having ED onto you.
Yeah, because a lot of times they have a bad attitude or just mean to you. But a lot of women
don't want to have sex because they don't want to feel that way. I'm sure
don't want to have sex, and then you start being insecure in your mind because even in that relationship, I did not bring it up. I never brought it up to him. I never made him feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to make it worse.
Got you. Let's go to the phone lines. We have Sam on the line. Sam, good morning.
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello,
now you said you're dealing with this now.
Yes, I am.
Talk to us.
So I got married last September, and this has been an issue in our relationship prior to us getting married. And I'm thinking, okay, he'll get better. He'll go to the doctor. We're going to work through it. I've been more than patient. We've been together 4 years. And he's just not able to satisfy me at all.
How old is he?
He's 52.
Wow.
And he is a
medication?
diabetic. What was that?
Has he done Viagra? Has he taken Viagra?
His doctor prescribed him the Cialis, told him that he should take it daily for preventative. He's still in that denial phase.
So
I don't need that. I'm good. I'm just too sleepy. I'm just too tired. It's always an excuse. So he won't take it.
Now, see, that's what would frustrate me more, right? Right, Claudia?
When I was
what the hell I'm talking about? Shut up.
Yeah, Charlamagne, that would frustrate you more. Is you having that problem, boo-boo? Huh? That would frustrate me more. What? Charlamagne, shut up.
Sam, when I was in that situation, I was so fearful of having a conversation with the guy that I considered, and I actually was trying to look up laws. Like, what if I ground it up and I put it in his food? And I just kind of like slipped it in, and then people were like, nah, you can't do that. That's illegal. You're drugging him. But I've
been thinking that. Like, I just have to trick him.
But you know,
Like, I want to do that.
a lot of men don't like taking the Cialis and the Viagra because a lot of men say it gives you headaches.
It does.
And they said the headaches can last a couple of days. So that could be an issue or problem too. But I think it's a conversation that you have to be upfront with and don't be judgy. I think judgy is the problem.
They clearly having the conversation. They went to the doctor to get the
Cialis. We do talk about it, and he just gives me all the excuses. Or he'll tell me, like, oh, well, you fell asleep. That's why we didn't do it. No. Like, you stalled me out all day.
Your peen fell asleep the whole marriage.
But does he still eat the box at least?
No.
Oh, no.
He will do that once he gets tired of hearing me complain.
What about
Claudia? Okay. Claudia, you might be right. That's a bestie, Claudia.
That's a bestie. He's not, have you thought about other men? Have you thought about stepping outside your marriage?
I have, and I've even told my husband that. It's like, listen, if you can't get this together, I need a boyfriend.
And what did he say?
And I say it to him jokingly, but I am, like, so serious. And he was just like, oh, well, we'll cross that bridge when it happens. When I get older, we'll talk about it.
Jesus.
Because we have a 12-year age difference. It's like, I'm still young and vibrant. Mercy. And you getting old and don't even want to have sex no more. It's too early for that.
Do you have a rose?
I have tons of toys.
Oh,
but you know, when you love
I
somebody,
get old. You know, I need a body on me.
When you love somebody, it's frustrating that the sex toys are cool, but they don't take the place of actual sex penetration.
All right, let's go to another.
Well, we praying for you. But you know, I was gonna say though, it is frustrating because when somebody is sick, I guess this is considered a sickness, and they won't take their medication. Yeah. That's what I'm sure, would piss me off.
But you also got to think, if that medication is causing side effects that person can't deal with, whether it's headaches or whatever it may be, they might not want to take that medication because of that, or they might feel like, it takes their manhood away, or nah, it'll work. It'll start working again. It was just a little stress. Maybe I'm just a little tired. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Star. Good morning.
Good morning, Star.
Okay, so listen, I don't think I would want to be in a sexless relationship either, but I met this guy in about 2010 who told me that he was dealing with some stuff like that, so he got a penis pump, inserted in his penis that has, a pump part on the testicles, so when you want it to get it up, you just pump on it.
What?
And it keeps it up.
I never heard of that.
The entire time.
Like the Reebok sneaker, you push the button.
That's not what the penis pump is.
No, wait, shut up, Charlamagne. Claudia's saying yes, it is. You don't.
No, it's not.
My girl's guy had that.
So it's inserted in him.
Yeah, it's like an implant.
And and how do you pump it up?
Like a sneaker.
Like a sneaker, like you squeeze it.
Yeah. You better hold up.
That's not how the penis
grabs
pump
one of his
works.
testicles and he squeezes it until it is erect. And then whenever he wanted it to go down, he holds the testicle, basically let the air out. I have no idea.
That's amazing.
I didn't know penis pumps were for erectile dysfunction. I thought penis pumps were for people who wanted to make their penis look larger than it actually is.
I thought it was strippers. I thought strippers do it usually before they dance.
Exactly.
But this is not the same type of penis pump.
Sam, was it? Did it really help it? Was it really hard?
I mean, I didn't touch it, but I thought he was a pimp, and there was a lot of women over there, so I'm assuming it was really hard.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of dope. Because think about it like this: you could pump it, and then it could go 9 inches.
I would go for that.
No,
7 inches.
It don't get long. It gets wide.
How do you know?
Yeah,
I've tried it.
No, you don't have it. This is implanted in your penis, you idiot. This is not the pump the strippers use.
It's a contraption inside your penis that fills it up. So the blood that doesn't get put in there, it's air.
Oh. Well, salute the Reebok.
Yeah, it showed me a whole pamphlet. I was like, is he trying to advertise to me?
So you don't
have one.
So you don't want to rock with it? Because I'm kind of open to that.
I mean, I would try it. I would go for it. I would rather do that than to leave him, especially if he's providing for me. If he's a good man, then I would try to find him some ways to help us.
Wow.
Bionic penis.
Hey, man.
Well, thank you.
I salute all of these women that are sticking through their men with this because that's what vows are about, right? They say sicker, and what is it? I can't even remember. I'm married. Sickness and health.
Yeah, for richer and poorer.
Rich and poor, whatever
Softer
it is.
Or
you know
harder.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Softer or harder, wet or no wet. Yeah, absolutely. 800-585-1051. If you just joined us, Claudia Jordan, she's our co-host today. And we were having a conversation earlier. A lady called and said that she was in a sexless relationship, that her man couldn't get hard, and she was going through some things. So we just opened up the phone lines, 800-585-1051. Ladies, could you be with a man if everything was good? The relationship was great. He treated you well. He has a good job, but he just had ED. Let's talk about it. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Claudia Jordan, here. And we're asking, if you just joined us, earlier this morning, a lady called during Get It Off Your Chest, and she's saying that she has a sexless marriage. That her and her husband been together, and they've been having problems because he can't get hard. He's a good guy, treats her well, great job, but just can't have sex. No, he has ED. So we're asking, ladies, what would you do? What would you say? Charlamagne, what would you do?
What would I do? What?
Never mind.
If I was in that position, that's why I told y'all yesterday, don't shame Robert De Niro for still having kids at 79. You should hope as a man, when you get to that age level, you still can get bricky out here in these streets.
So you would stay?
What are you talking about?
All right. Ladybug, good morning.
Yes.
Hey, Ladybug.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Talk to us. What you got? What you think about this?
I don't think it's worth it. If you all had as many bad men as I had in my life, and me and my husband been married for 18 years, and it's not worth it. We still travel, we still hug, we still love, we can still go on dates and everything. But I wouldn't give up none of that for
Peace.
the D.
And
It's
that's
not worth it.
And what Ladybug is saying is right. You know, you can have a man and his penis works amazingly, but he's a bad person. He doesn't treat you well. He's a cheater, whatever it may be. And Ladybug got a husband whose penis don't work the right way, but he's a great person, provided they travel, they love each other. So
Maybe, Ladybug, do you ever think about like adjusting your relationship and like making it more lesbian-like?
what?
No, I take care of myself. I know how to take care of myself.
Got you.
Are you sad? Like deep down, are you happy or are you okay?
I am deep down happy because I have been deep down sad with a bad man.
Right.
This is beautiful. I love this, man. I love this.
And I said, I've done it before, and I didn't leave him because I left because the other things were
Right.
wrong. So women can love you through this.
Thank
I
you.
think
Ladybug.
women in these situations.
You could do it because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth not being able to pay your bills. It's not worth being hungry. It's not worth catching the bus. It's not worth not seeing the world. It's not worth that.
Okay.
I think women in these situations really need to look to lesbians for inspiration. You know what I mean? Learn how to scissor. Learn how to use more toys.
So we got
Learn
to
how
change our
use your
whole
mouth.
sexuality because your thing can't get hard.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you want them to scissor? You asked her, do you scissor with your husband? How do you scissor with your husband?
Well, when a man can't get hard, I mean, it's like a clitoris.
Huh.
You would know
Well,
more than
thanks.
me. Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Connie.
Hey, Connie. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey.
What's your
do you think?
opinion?
My opinion is I feel like if the guy is perfect, I could get over it.
So you say you'll get over it.
But would you be faithful?
Yes, I could be faithful. He has to be good at other things.
Right. But a lot of times it comes with a bad attitude because they're angry and rightfully so. You know what I mean?
You can't be angry and have ED. Like you gotta pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle.
But how do you make him be happy though? Gotta keep him drunk all the time?
No, that's his personal thing. I think that's something he has to get over because that's the insecurity on his behalf.
That's right. Hello, who's this?
Talia.
Hey, Talia. Good morning. Talk to us.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
We're doing
Hey,
good.
morning.
But about the topic, no, that's something that I'm sorry, I just could not do. If he can't get it up, then it's a no-go for me. Like, I'm crippled right now and all, but I'm 24 and I like to have sex, so that's a part of my need. So
What do you mean you're crippled, Crystal, don't speed past that. What do you mean you're crippled,
that's
Crystal?
Something major.
Oh, because I'm the same caller that's been calling, letting y'all know I've been shot in the back.
Oh,
you
Crystal,
shot
our
in the back.
girl. What up, Crystal?
Yes,
Crystal,
Charlamagne, don't do that.
No, Crystal, you know you are people's. You know we got love for you, but don't you think you're being kind of,
Judgmental?
judgmental?
Yes.
Because the reality is that man's crippled too, just in a different way.
That's true.
You know, and you wouldn't want somebody to leave you just because of
Something
your
that you couldn't
situation.
do. Yeah,
well,
because
her
you were shot.
stuff still works.
But we all have needs, and see, that's something different. I wouldn't want nobody to leave me because of that, but they wouldn't be with me in the first place if that was the case. And I ain't looking for nobody if that was the case.
Crystal,
in that situation, I just couldn't. Listen, I was even in a relationship for 5 years, but at the moment, it was 2 years when we were together, and he definitely could get it up. He was 10 years older than me, but however, he was selfish when it came down to sex. He only wanted to get him his, and I wasn't going for that either. And once we had a talk, he took me to Pound Town after that. So, but if he couldn't have got it together, he would have been gone.
Now, Crystal, I can't remember. Now, you said you're handicapped. You're paralyzed, right?
No, thank God I'm not paralyzed. No.
Thank God.
I'm hit in the back, but the bullet is in this part of my spinal cord for the rest of my life because it did fracture my pelvic bone, but only by an inch. So if it would have never hit my pelvic bone, I would be paralyzed for the rest of my life. But it broke the pelvic bone and struck a nerve in my left leg.
So what's handicap about you, if you don't mind me asking?
Because right now I have a limp walk, but I have a walker. But with me, when I'm sitting down, like as in a chair, or if I'm laying down with my legs straight out, I am not able to pick my leg up I'm not going to say at all. When it first happened 3 months ago, I could not pick it up at all, like not worrying about the pain. It would not move.
Now, Mama, you got a guy that picks your leg up for you, and when you hip-hopping down the street, he walks with you and he's proud. Now he got a little problem. You like, I got to leave? That's foul.
Listen, I'm not going to leave him right away. We're going to work on it. But if it doesn't get there, then no, because I'm not going to be crippled for the rest of my life. I'm getting my shit because I can lift my leg up an inch, you know?
Let me ask you a question, Crystal. You're dating a man with erectile dysfunction, right? Who gets the handicap decal, you or him?
Yo, shut up. Goodbye, Crystal. You have a good one, Mama.
Crystal.
Have a good one. Bye, Crystal.
Y'all have a good day.
Bye, Crystal.
Yo, what's
wrong
Why
with you,
ain't
man?
let her answer that? Why stop? Let her answer the question, please.
Why you can't ask somebody that?
First of all, there were so many violations in that conversation. Envy, you said hip hopping down the street. I caught that. Hip hopping down the street. Really?
The handicap thing is worse than mine.
Hip hopping down the street.
Salute to Crystal.
Yeah, shout out to Crystal. Yeah,
I like that she has her standards. Like, don't try to sun her and say that she should have lower standards because she's temporarily,
I'm just saying, if a guy is dealing with her and everything, that her flaws and all her greatness, I think she should do the same. That's what life is about.
But she
Sickness
survived
and health.
Poorer and richer and poorer.
She survived a gunshot, right?
Harder and softer.
She deserves hard
wet
pee.
and no wet.
Oh my God, y'all wouldn't stand for this. Y'all would not stand for this if your mates had trash pee. Exactly. Thank you. Point case.
It's just crazy how women want us to be vulnerable and soft, and then when we are, literally, we get shameful.
We get attacked. They want to leave us.
It's crazy.
All these other things.
No, it's the attitude on top of it.
Yeah, you can't have an attitude and be impotent.
Because most of these women haven't said they left their men. They're still in it.
Right.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I'm just saying, they sticking through it, but they're just dealing with it.
But what's the moral of the story, guys?
If you can't get it up, he's your bestie.
Damn it, man.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.